What you doing?
I am going to stuff these pillowcases with straw.
Why exactly?
Because we're going to put them in some boiling water to pasteurize them so that we can get ourselves some straw logs happening.
Straw logs?
Straw logs are straw-filled polyurethane tubes. You know, they're pretty thick. And the idea is we're going to take this shredded straw, stuff it in there, and inoculate it with mushroom mycelium. And hopefully here in about 2 months, we'll have ourselves some large flushes of mushrooms coming out of these straw logs.
Take 2.
So what I'm doing here is I'm loosely packing this straw. Now, it should be noted that this straw has been shredded. And how I did that, there's a lot of different methods. Some people will use a mower, a weed eater inside of a trash can. I suggest, if you can, going to get a leaf vacuum, or just a leaf blower that can convert into a leaf vacuum / shredder. And so that way you can just feed it into that, and that'll shred the straw and contain it in a bag, so it's kind of a less messy solution, seems like less pain in the butt. And those things are generally cheap. You know, you shouldn't really have to spend more than 50 bucks just to get a decent one. Now, unless you're wanting to do, you know, massive bulk shredding, that's a completely different story. Anyway, you don't have to use pillowcases. They're just convenient, handy, and affordable. Now, important note, we don't want it to get over 170, so once it gets to around 160, you know, give or take 10 degrees, 5 degrees, we're going to leave it there for about an hour at that temperature to completely and utterly sterilize everything.
So why don't you want it to get over?
Because it gets to a point, if it gets too hot, it'll start breaking down, you know, the cellulose, and then it gets all frothy and nasty, and, you know, just kind of ruins it.
What you doing?
It's still pretty hot. Zip ties on here for winter, because I'm gonna. These are what I'm gonna hang it from.
Cool. Good job.
So I've already shaken it up, but a while ago it was just this big solid mass of white mycelium. So we're going to put some of this in here. And this is a barrel I cut in half. And from there, we're going to put it in here and make a straw log. So you just follow with us. So we're going to go ahead and introduce the mycelium to the substrate.
Is there a certain amount you have to put in there?
Well, for every 20, it says every 20 pounds of wet straw, add 1 pound of substrate. So this little maneuver I saw someone doing on the YouTubes, where they just rolled it up like a stocking. So they got a little manageable space they could work with. And just roll it up as they go along. So on there, and loosely pack it. Another thing I want to try is adding a little bit of pasteurized cardboard, because apparently the mycelium just loves this stuff. Not that it doesn't like the straw, but apparently it likes this stuff even more. So this is just some little extra added incentive. This generally takes about a month.
Oh,
we're going to
cool.
have, yeah. So on average about a month. We need to keep it out of direct sunlight and in between 70 and 85 degrees Fahrenheit. There's a spot in the woods that gets a lot of ambient sunlight, but also it's nice and cool, so the temperature hasn't gotten over 85, and you just have to watch out for whenever it gets 100 degrees. That's whenever it's bad, but only in the area in which it's situated. So we're going to keep an eye on that, because Texas summer's coming up. But I think we can successfully get a straw log happening here. It's not a difficult operation, especially with this species, because as I understand it, they're very aggressive. You don't even have to sterilize the straws. We're taking some extra precautions here with the sterilization and clean hands and all this. Technically, oyster is supposed to be one of those mushrooms that you can grow in and excuse the poor pun, dirt poor environment. Just if you have to survive on your own, this isn't a bad mushroom to have, because
It's a survival food.
it's a survival food, and it's tasty, nutritious, high in a lot of minerals.
So what is that? What are you using for the cardboard?
I am using a cardboard egg carton.
Oh, okay. I guess you boiled that as well.
Well, I try not to boil it. I get it around 160, 170 to kill off any pathogens or competing fungus. I don't want to get it too hot because, you know, it can cause it to melt or just break apart and get all nasty.
Awesome.
Straw log number 1.
Yay!
We did it! We did it!
Look at that. That is progress.
Indeed. Day 4, and our coffee ground straw bags are inoculating quite nicely. As you can see here, we got mycelium growth happening throughout the bags. Now we have 8 of these, and all of them are displaying signs of growth. We're really excited about what's happening here, so we'll take a look and see what they look like in a few days.
This is day 8 mycelium growth on the what kind of mushrooms?
Oyster mushroom, specifically PoHu.
PoHu oyster mushroom. Look at that. Look at all that growth. All of the white that you see in there, that is mycelium.
And look, there's some mushroom juice.
This is day 12 mycelium growth. This is day 21 mycelium growth. It is now just a big hard block of mycelium. This is day 29 mycelium growth. And this is the really big mushroom log that we did. We don't usually show this one, but it is starting to, what do you call it, Burt?
Pin, yeah. And we got multiple pin sites
all over. This is day 30 mycelium growth. Day 31 mycelium growth. Day 33 mycelium growth.